Hey, yo, what it is and what's good, y'all? Welcome back to 280 Plus, the social media podcast where I take the conversations off the timeline and go beyond the tweets. I'm your host, Los Def, and today, man, we got a real dope guest. This guy got some things going on with basketball, so that's what we're gonna kind of focus on. But dude, can you introduce yourself for the audience, man?
All right, I'm Johnny Besecker. Thank you so much for having me on. I really, really do appreciate it. I help run a basketball league here in Lancaster, and yeah, it's going pretty well. Heading into playoffs now, so thank you for having me on.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Yeah, and then yesterday I caught a game for the first time. I heard about the league a couple of weeks ago, and it was like a reel, and it was like I might have even seen it on Twitter or whatever, and it was like, check out this guy. He started a basketball league out of his own backyard, and I'm looking at it, and it's like, yeah, they have everything. They have stats, they have post game interviews, and I seen all the different jerseys and the different uniforms and all the different teams, and I'm like, what is like here in Lancaster, whatever, and I'm like, yeah, get out of here, whatever. And then I started digging in, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta talk to this guy, man. So
yeah. Well, I appreciate having it's a shame yesterday it was a bit rainy, we couldn't have it outside, but at least we have a backup plan.
Yeah, that is good. It is good y'all have a backup plan, but I definitely want to see what the outdoor setup is like and what, so I'll probably be back next week to, catch some of the playoff games, man. So I thought it was good timing that I got in right before the playoffs though. So, but man, so Johnny, man, what gave you the idea for this? And like, ultimately, like, how did this league get started?
So my parents, I'm lucky enough, they built the court we have outside. So growing up, we always had people over just playing pickup all the time and having, fun with that. And we're huge sports fans in our family. So it actually started when I was around in 4th or 5th grade. We started just a league, what we thought was the BBAL then. And, with 4th or 5th graders, you can't get a lot of commitments. So we tried to set aside 6 weeks out of the year to get games, and they can't drive and nobody would ever show up, and we maybe have 1 week that works. So that was the original idea. And then the summer after COVID, everybody's been locked up in their house and we wanted to do something. I vividly remember texting my brothers. I said, guys, I have an epiphany. We should start the league back up. And we got 3 of our other best friends. We had 6 captains and 60 guys, just got a bunch of guys together. And then the first week, it's easy to get people to come the first week because there's a lot of buzz around it. But real test is week 2 to see if the buzz continues and people retain interest and, continue to work. And now here we are in year 3, which is awesome. So it just kind of turned into something bigger than I thought it would. So
that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So you started this when you were a little kid, like this idea or whatever. Like, I mean,
yeah, the idea, yeah, but I mean, you can never. It was kind of just for fun. We all bought jerseys and we all said we were on a team, but yeah, it was always something I wanted to do, just to have, I don't know, a separate league, because there's not a lot of amateur leagues out there. I feel like
okay.
There's like the Nook has a league. You're familiar with?
Yeah.
And they kind of, I mean, in my eyes, I'm not throwing any shade at them, but I feel like they kind of just give you a team to play against and a ref and a court, and that's really all they're giving you.
Okay.
With our league, I mean, it's so player focused, where it could be from someone who played D1 to someone who never even played high school basketball.
Yeah.
Getting, stats kept to you. You're going to get a chance to be in an interview. You're getting blogs written about you. You're part of a community, highlights, photos, the whole 9 yards. And that's what I think is really important, to just make sure everybody feels involved and just as important as the best guy on the team.
Definitely. And like, I like what you said though, like where you said there's not a lot of amateur leagues. Like there are, I guess, like there's like some men's leagues, but like it always is like word of mouth, and like you got to know somebody that knows somebody. Like there's not a lot of they don't publicize these things, whatever, because this past like winter, spring, whatever, I played in a league, but like it's because my guy, like one of my friends, like kind of recruited me, whatever. But it's like you don't know about these things, whatever. So like I like that you guys kind of are putting it out there on the forefront, and like trying to make some meaning out of it. Like you said, player focus and all that. And I think that's dope, man. That's real dope. So, So okay, and when you did it when you were a little kid, was it because like there weren't a lot of rec leagues in the area, or you know what I mean? Did you like get cut from a team or something like that? And like, you know, you're like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm starting my own shit. Like
Yeah.
that's
When I was younger, I'd say it was more, I don't know, I just had it. Everybody does, like, has a huge fascination with the NBA and all the coverage they have. And I had all the ideas that we're doing now back then.
yeah,
Not, it's not possible for, well, when I was doing a fourth or fifth grader to just get all these ideas and put them all out in the league. And when I don't
yeah,
even have a driver's license, it's not something
right, right,
really put together. But it was just kind of just, I love how the NBA is so, and it's more about just the game. There's the stuff outside the game, the interviews, they're now celebrities. NBA players are like some of the most famous people in the world. I like the
yeah,
idea of, you know, you care about what they say after the game. Oh, how does this player compare to this player stats wise? Or, you know, I like to read up on what they do in their personal time. Like, I just thought I'll start, a league just for fun. And then when did it the real first season one, like this past 3 years ago, I kind of realized, the NBA wasn't in my cards. And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
well, I figured that out a little before. And that's the other thing. Our slogan for now, at least, I don't know if it's official. It's like, if you can't make the league, make your own, which obviously is a
Ah,
lot harder said than done, but it's just kind of one of those things, why can't there be leagues that are just like the NBA, but for amateur people? That's
oh,
kind of my thought process. Why can't we have all the good things the NBA players have
yeah.
just for, regular old guys like us?
That
So,
that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
yeah.
So I was looking at some of the rosters and I did see some other Beseckers on teams, man. Is this like a family run league? Like, is it just you? Like, what's your role? Like, you're the commissioner? Are you the, you know what I mean? You're a player, obviously, as
Yeah.
well. Are you a coach? Like, what? Yeah, like talk
So,
about all the hats that you wear and everybody involved, I guess.
so my two brothers, I have an older brother, Jebby. Well, his name's Jeb, but I've called him Jebby since I was little. He hates that I call him Jebby. And then my little brother, Liam.
Okay, okay,
Their so we have 10 captains. We have 10 teams, 10 captains, and they're kind of people, you know, that I that we all trust to make sure they get a team on time. We trust their input on certain rule changes or ideas, or if something happens in the league, what we're going to judge it on.
okay.
So they're 10 of like my closest friends, and two brothers that are just helping me out through the ropes. And you know, I guess you could say I'm the commissioner, but I think of it as all 10 of us have a play in all of it. We're kind of the
Okay.
board members that run it all. But no, trust me, if I was on a team with Jebby and Liam, I don't think our relationship would be as good as it is today. Because
Oh, really?
yeah, we get into it a bit if we were on the same team. It's better
Yeah.
that we're not on it.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So I guess what is your background playing ball? Because I know you said, talking about amateurs and you said that, you knew you weren't going to make the league, but like, did you play high school ball? Did you play, you know what I mean? Or were you just kind of a, backyard, court player, you know what I mean?
So I went to Lancaster Catholic,
Okay.
and my junior and senior year played varsity there. Loved Lancaster Catholic, and I kind of knew towards the end of my senior year I wasn't going to be playing college ball. And my dad, you could ask him today. He still wishes I played. He's still saying, "You got eligibility left. You can still play." um, but no, I just knew it. It wasn't the commitment part's the hard, and that's another thing I'll keep roundabout to the league. There's not the commitment is really only as much as you want to put into it. Obviously, you can be there Sundays, or you could be tweeting about it, making your own highlights. We give all the footage to the players. You could be active on it throughout the whole week. And I just knew playing college ball is such a huge commitment.
Yeah.
It's a job. So I just knew it wasn't really for me. But again, you know, played high school varsity, but also always hosted, pickup games at our house or at the Emerald Foundation, just, getting people to play ball. So
That's dope, man. That's dope. So I guess so I guess you kind of explained this, whatever. So you got ten different, captains and things like that. So but overall, how are the teams formed? Like, who came up with the team names, the jersey designs, and I guess how has that like evolved? Because I seen the video of the first season and it looked like y'all was just wearing like whatever, you know what I mean? Like whatever jerseys. Okay, see, I seen Charlotte Hornets, whatever. But then like you guys, it's evolved into something else. And you got all these different teams. You got these like hot logos. I
Yeah.
think some of the uniforms are hot. Like where, like how are these teams formed? Do y'all do like a draft of some sort, or is it like, yeah, I'm a round up the best guys I know, you round up the best guys you know, and then we just gonna ball like.
So the first year was, I would say it was more exclusive. We just kind of got people we knew. And
Okay.
it was more of like, we're going to get, this is just an excuse to hang out every week. And then again, the first year kind of blew up and then we had more people asking to be in. But we just picked NBA teams. So I was the Hornets. And then, I talked to our team and I said, would you guys be down to just buy a bunch of Hornets jerseys just so we look a little more organized? And they said,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So, some of the teams, it's really captain based. That's why I
Okay.
think it works better because it's harder. If I was to talk to everybody, it comes off as a bit of a dictator. But when each person has their own captain, it's a lot more personal. They can, put in their own interests that they want to have when they run a team. So last year is when we got the jerseys and
Okay.
came up with team names. And that was captains. I said, look, you guys come up with a team name, design a jersey. We have our colors picked out. So just stay in those boundaries and you'll be good. So they designed the jerseys. We did a draft last year, which worked out well. And then this year we had two new teams. So we had
Okay.
sort of a keeper draft. But I
Oh,
hate to
okay.
say that may be ending here soon because we have so many new guys wanting to be in the league. We don't really know them.
Yeah, yeah.
We may just be, you bring a team in, that sort of thing, rather than us drafting because
Oh,
like,
okay.
we wouldn't really know who we're drafting at that point when we get that
Yeah.
deep into it. So
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, well, then that makes it. I think that definitely, if people bring their own teams in, then it definitely could like change the level of play. So, I guess I
yeah.
want to ask that, like, how would you describe like the level of play? You know, what I mean, like, who is this league for? Because you said there are guys that played, some college ball. It's guys that never played for their high
Mhm.
school teams, whatever. Like, and like, how do you, I guess, maintain that like level? You know what I mean? So it's not like because guys that probably love to play, if the talent gets a little too high, like they might be like, man, I can't compete
Yeah,
with
man.
these
Yeah.
guys.
No, I 100%. That was something we went through this year. Actually, we thought about because last year was probably the most we could do where everybody would feel comfortable,
Yeah,
just in terms of the players that were in the league and the skill level. But this year, we had a big uptick in the skill. This year, I'd say, yeah, it's a pretty good league. Like there's some really good players in our
yeah.
league this year. But I think everybody, I try to keep an ear out for everybody. People feel comfortable going out there for their 2-3 minutes and they're just, super hyped to be on the team, talk on
Yeah.
the bench. And other players that they think they deserve more playing time, they demand a trade. So there's some,
Oh, whoa. Time out.
yeah,
Time out. You can get traded?
yeah. We do trades. So we've had a few
Oh,
this year. Yeah. Yeah.
what?
Yeah. I think we've had 3 or 4 this year.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, it's funny because I end up, I think I was like inadvertently I was talking to Liam and then was another guy from the cherry pickers, whatever. And we're watching this game. I'm like, yo, this game ain't like the last game, whatever. And he was like, yeah, these two teams aren't that good. He was like, yeah, this guy, he retired from the Dragons, whatever. And I'm
Yeah.
like, retired? Like, what?
That's funny. The guy who retired is a close buddy of ours.
Yeah.
He's always been, he's a football guy. So
Okay. Okay.
he's a good, he's a good basketball player, but you can tell it's like it's not his main thing. So he said he wanted to be traded. Captain wouldn't trade him. So he said, all right, I'm retiring. So he just retired this season.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we have a bunch of drama, which is good. It keeps everybody entertained.
Heck yeah, man. What the heck? So wow, trades. I mean, so like how many, like, cause it seemed like the benches are short, whatever. Like how many players are on each team? Is it like you got like one or two subs, or are there some teams that are bigger than others and all that? Or
Yeah, we tried to even it out. So we had 10 teams. We have 130 guys. So there's 13 guys on each team.
Yeah.
But it's obviously, with it's a summer. I
Yeah.
expect everybody to be on vacation. People are going to be bouncing around to the shore or, traveling to see family. So that's why I think when we drafted, it was a little, oh, I don't want 13 guys on my team. But then we reassured, we're saying we're not going to have 13 guys every week.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to have maybe a different eight each week, but that's 3 subs. Everybody's going to get good PT. So that's why I think, it evens out for the guy who didn't play high school. Maybe he shows up the 1 week, we don't have enough guys. He's going to be starting. He's
Yeah.
going to few minutes, boost up his stats. But next year, what we're thinking is we may do an A and B division.
Oh,
Just,
okay. Okay.
just to keep people interested. And, you can choose which one you want to be in. If you think at the end of the day, you think it'd be smarter to be in the B division just to play around your skill level, go for it. Because at the end of the day, we really just want to make sure everybody's comfortable on
Yeah.
the team they're on and having a good time. So
Yeah. Well, it's funny you say that because I have experience with that. So like it was a couple years ago. I was because I'm originally from York, whatever. So all my people, my
okay.
friends and stuff like that from York. So I was in this Heritage Hills League, and then I kind of got recruited, and I thought based on the guy that recruited me, because he's not the best basketball player, I was thinking like, okay, like this is our level, you know what I mean? Like, or
Yeah.
and I get on this team and I find out we're in the A division.
Oh,
And I knew all the players, whatever. Like, but these are guys that are still have hoop dreams. Like, these are guys that are playing college ball currently. Some of them are playing overseas. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I'm like, what? Like, fam, I don't. This is not for me,
Yeah.
bro. Like, and I had some crazy players on my squad, whatever. And there was like guys that even in your league, like Markel, whatever, he was in
Yeah.
that league, whatever. But it was like a lot, like the talent was crazy. And then this past season, he was like, yeah, yo, we're gonna be in like the C division. I'm like, that's for me.
That's more
That
like it.
that's for me. And then we were playing middle-aged guys, you know what I mean? Some young guys, teams that we don't not a lot of height, you know what I mean? Like maybe a guy's like 6'4", at the most,
Yeah,
whatever. But
definitely.
like, yeah, I'm like, bro, I can't bang with these guys. I'm not fat. I'm like, these guys are playing. I'm 35, bro. So like I'm, I don't move like I used to move,
Yeah.
So but that's good that you guys are thinking ahead and thinking about, the level of play and things like that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
so
No, I mean, that's one thing with at the Nook League, and they do a good job with it. I think I'm in a B division right now with my buddies. You look at the A division and you think, oh my gosh, these guys, they're really going at it.
yeah.
You're sitting on the bench and you turn around and you see a dunk and you're thinking, well, that hasn't happened so far in our years. And it's happening every game.
Yeah,
Uh
like every other play, it's like
yeah.
a guy's just jamming on you. I'm like, bro, put back dunks. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
time for that, man. Like,
Yeah.
So
But
it's funny too because there was a guy on the Cherry Pickers, John Gillespie. He was on my team. I
yeah.
don't know if you know the Coleman brothers. Like they were on my team. It was like your Kai's like all time leading scorer was on, and I'm like, bro, I'm not there, bro. I'm not at
Yeah.
all. And I won't, because there's guys that step on the court and they oh yeah I could, and I'm like, no, I know where I'm at, bro. Like, and it's not there, whatever. So yeah, man, I guess let's talk about some of the top players in this league. And maybe just if you could give, if like some of their like general background, whatever, but like, and we'll just kind of go through like some categories, whatever. So like, who are like some of your top scorers and where do they come from? You know what I mean? And do they play ball in other areas and things like that?
So you mentioned one already with Markel
Yeah.
Wainsley.
Yeah.
He's MJM Hoops, does great work, great
Yeah.
content. But he's by far probably top 3 best player in the league.
Okay.
Sadly, he wasn't here this week, but when he shows up, everybody watches him play because he's such an entertaining player, super
Electrifying.
athletic,
Yeah.
electrifying is probably the best word. He's
Yeah.
just fun. He's fun to watch. He's a fun player. But I think right now he's leading the league in points per game at 27.
He only had 4 games played though, I think, well, I
You
guess you
are
guys,
right. You are
yeah,
right.
yeah, I seen that. I was like, but
Yeah, it's a small sample size.
yeah, yeah,
You are right with that. But Timmy Edwards, he's another great player. He played yesterday. I think he's played 5 games. So, he's
okay,
averaging around 26 right now.
okay,
But he went to DeSales. Which is
Okay.
cool. We have a few players from DeSales that play in the league. And speaking of another, probably three of them are some of the best players in the league. The other one's Devin Atkinson. He's a close buddy of ours.
Okay.
He's one of the captains of the Woodpeckers, the white team. I don't know if you saw them,
Nah, I didn't get to check them out.
but the way I look at him, he's like Luca. He's
Oh,
he's not. He doesn't look athletic. Doesn't look. He's not the fastest guy in the court. He's not. I mean, you could argue he may be the strongest. He's not the fastest guy in the court. He's not the best shooter, but he always finds a way to score. He's efficient, effective, gets triple doubles like it's nothing. Great
dang.
player. And then the last DeSales player is Elijah Eberly, and
Yeah.
he's like 6'6", but he's so long. Like his hands go down to his knees,
Yeah.
and he is catching lobs pretty much every other week, just dunking like crazy. So there's again like a lot of talent, all different shapes and sizes. On my team, I have Ant Pinkard. He played at
Yeah.
JMU.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yo,
he's
shooter, bro.
I
That
know.
yo, shooter. And like
I
we was
know.
looking, I was like, yo, this guy got just control. Like, you know what I mean? Like you
He
could tell
does.
he's a
That is
hooper. Like,
underrated. He's like there's people who have it under control but don't really dribble fast. But
yeah.
him, it's like the ball's on a yo-yo with him. He just
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
doesn't really lose the ball. He's anytime he's double teamed, he keeps his dribble, splits it. And he's so strong.
Yeah. He
I mean,
looks strong. Yeah. He looks real
yeah.
strong. Like,
And then his brother, he played against his brother yesterday, Devon
okay.
Pinker.
Okay.
Um, and he played at Delaware. Great player. Played half his years at Catholic and then the other half at McCaskey. Just two great players. There's
Yeah.
nothing else
Yeah.
to say. They're incredible. So those are some of the big names in the league. Really, really big names. I didn't even mention our MVP last year, Ross Conway.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
the captain of the Eight Balls. Last year he averaged like 32. This year I think he has 24. Just a sniper.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
yeah.
And did most of these guys play like in the LL League? You know what I mean? When they were in high
I would
school?
say most, yeah.
Okay.
Most
Okay.
most most people played in the LL.
I seen Tyler Crespo was like in like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
like okay, I remember him from Manhunt Township. Taylor Funk, you gonna get Taylor Funk out
Yeah,
here or
we can maybe
something?
get him involved. I'd love to get him. He went to my college, St. Joe's. That's where I
Okay, yeah.
graduated from. I was there when he was there. He's a good guy. I
Yeah.
honestly, if we DM, we maybe could get some rolling. But
Yeah. You know
but
what I'm saying?
Tyler, it's a shame. I'd love to. He's one of my closest friends from grade school. He has like stress fractures in his knees right now, so he can't play, which is just a shame. But
Dang.
um, yeah, there's a lot of talent in the league.
That's what's up. Who are some of like the best defenders? I mean, because there wasn't then in that first game, there wasn't a lot of defense. I mean, but there was
There was not.
some.
There
There was
was
yeah,
not.
it was just threes. I was
Yeah.
threes, whatever. So like, who are some of like the like standout defenders that you know what I mean?
There's a guy in the league. His name's Jordan Tyson. He's new this year. He's averaging, I think, 4 steals a game.
Oh,
Yeah, which is just unreal. I mean, he's played every game of the year, and he's averaging 4 a game, which is just insane, and like 2 blocks. So
dang.
he's a great defender. Luke Pearson, who's on the Eight Balls, he normally is the guy. He won't necessarily get the stats, but you throw him on the better player, and he'll slow him down, shut him down.
Okay.
Gets a lot of rebounds. He had 16 yesterday or 15.
Dang.
Um, a Johnny Simmons. I don't know if you've ever seen him. He's on the Gremlins. He just makes me laugh when he plays, but he's a great defender.
Okay. Okay.
Talking the whole time, both trash talk and communicating the whole time on defense, clapping it up, getting real low in his stance,
Yeah.
letting you know
Yeah.
he's ready for you. So,
Tapping the floor and all that.
yeah,
Like,
100% like a Duke guy.
yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
he's those three are probably some of when I think of best defenders, those are the guys that come to mind.
That's good. That's good. Best guards. Who are some of the best guards? I guess you probably named some
Um,
of them. You probably named some of them, but
yeah, well, a guy on my team, I'm gonna give him his flowers. Robert Footman.
oh yes, yes,
He's,
yes,
he's
yes.
the quarterback at Millersville right now, right?
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
He is. Last week, he was being hounded, pressed. They were pressing us hard, like double teaming, and he had no problem bringing the ball at the floor. It was just great being a point guard. getting everything settled in order. Brad Atkinson, he's on the Tropics. He's a captain.
Okay.
Real good. He's cousins with Devin. Same similar style. You wouldn't expect much out of him. Then you watch him play and you're like, this is probably one of the best guys out on the floor.
Yeah.
Just controls the pace of the game, gets triple doubles too, can shoot from half court. Trying to think of another. Grant Conway.
Yeah. Okay.
He's the brother of Ross Conway. He's a real good floor general, kind of, lets people know, all right, we're gonna get into this set. I don't know if they run plays necessarily, but he lets them know where people gotta be while he's
Okay.
dribbling. He won't score the most points, but he's gonna make sure his presence is felt while he's out on the court. And then Markel,
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
far, probably the
Yeah.
best out of all the guards.
Yeah. He's like I say, he's real fun to watch, man. Real fun to watch.
Yeah.
Who are some of the best bigs in the league?
So bigs, I feel like there's not a lot of bigs in our league. So that's why when you get a gem, you're in good shape. So Elijah Eberle, the DeSales kid, he's probably just, the way I look at it, availability is the best ability, and he's every week. So that's why I'd say he's probably number one for best bigs. And then
what team does he play for?
He plays on the Woodpeckers.
Okay, Woodpecker. Okay.
And so does Trey Wells, the other guy I'm going to mention. He's like the inverse of a big man of what Elijah is. Elijah's a tall, lanky one, and then Trey Wells is a offensive or defensive lineman that plays at Westchester. He's just a lineman, I guess. I don't know which one, but he's, I don't know, 300 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Big guy. Like, if you go into the paint against him, you're never going to want to go in again.
Oh, wow.
Body. And then again, I'll give credit to my guys on my team, Noah Thomas and Trevor St. Clair.
Okay.
Football guys. Just, if you go in the paint, you're going to feel it and maybe not want to go in again. Get good rebounds, hustle hard. So those are some real good guys that show up every week and are effective.
Okay. And I guess last category with this, who are some of the high flyers in the league, man? You got any high flyers?
Well, you saw John.
Yeah.
John jump out the gym. That was
he might be 6 foot. Like, I don't even know if he's 6 foot. Like, I don't think he might not be 6 foot. Like,
I don't even know, but that's what makes it even better when he jumps. It's like he's really flying.
Yeah.
Him, Ant Pinkert on my team, he had probably one of the best dunks I've ever seen in this league. He was driving baseline. It happened last week. He was driving baseline, and I thought he was going to do a layup, and he did a hop step, and that's kind of where I was thought, oh, he may try and rise up, and then he just crammed it one-handed on a guy. Eli Basengo on my team as well. He's just one of those just natural athletes where he's just so fast. He jumps so high. It may not be in the most control, but in warm-ups, you look at the dunks he's doing, and you're like, what is going on?
Yeah, what's going on?
Reese Clark, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this. I don't know if they're allowed to play, but he's a Temple football player.
Okay.
He plays in the league. He has some nice dunks as well. He's on the Bullies, which is the black team.
Okay.
Yeah, those are some guys that are, I guess I would say average height, but still can just jump out the gym.
That's cool, man. That's what's up. And I guess let's talk about the upcoming playoffs, man. And I guess what's the format of that? Because I did look at the bracket. It looks like, does every team get in the playoffs? Like, does it's almost like a play-in type deal, whatever.
Yeah, so the bottom 4 teams, it's a 10-team bracket. Every team, gets a chance to be in the playoffs, but the bottom 4 teams have a play-in order to get into the Elite 8.
Okay.
So right now, I'm one of the bottom 4 teams. I got a playing game.
You guys are one of the bottom 4?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy. I was talking about it with one of our teammates today. I said, couple made shots here or there. We're 2-5. We could easily be 5-2. And I know that sounds like such a thing you'd say as a loser, but I swear to you, our point differential, every game we've lost has been under 10.
Oh, wow.
It's like we lose games by 3 or 2. Last night I think we lost by 6.
Yeah, it wasn't much. It wasn't much.
And that's why I think it may benefit us in the playoffs because we're used to being in close games. We're
Okay.
coming around. We got we finished the season 3 games. We went 2-1, which is good. We're kind of getting gelling at the right time. But yeah, so that's a tough swallow, especially when, I'm talking to people and they're like, well, how's your team doing? I'm like, well, not so good. Um, but yeah, and then so the play-in is this Saturday, and then the Elite Eight would be Sunday. Semifinals would be next Saturday, and then championship Sunday. That next Sunday.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then that's it for the season. It absolutely flew by.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we have our All-Star night this Friday with the
Oh,
contest, 3-point contest, all that stuff. Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
So all right, so All Star, and then is the playing game Saturday, and then
Yeah. So this weekend's packed. We have Fridays the All-Star night, Saturdays the play-in, and then Sundays the first day of official playoffs, I guess.
okay. So are you gonna be able to? Are you guys gonna? Do you guys think you're gonna be outside for all those games, or are you gonna be at Emerald Foundation?
I really hope we're outside. It's really just depending on the weather.
Okay.
It's that our court does not absorb water well at all. It could
Okay.
rain 10 in the morning, be so sunny the rest of the day, and there's still a risk of, someone steps on the grass, the court's kind of plasticky.
Okay.
You walk on there and then it just leaves a wet spot and it's tough to clean off. So that's why we've been so lucky. I feel bad because like people like you and WGAL and Fox News, they were talking about coming out, and Fox News, Fox 43 were talking about coming out, and the past 2 weeks have been the only weeks we've been inside. And I'm
Oh,
just,
really?
gosh,
Okay.
we went 5 straight games outside. It was a miracle. That's never happened before.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew I was like, this is not gonna last. There's just no way it'll continue
Yeah.
to last. So hopefully weather's on our side.
Do the true hoopers though, do they appreciate playing inside? Because I don't know if you know, like in York, like every summer there's the Trey and Boo Classic. There's like a big street ball tournament,
Oh yeah.
whatever. And this past year, this summer, they had to play in York High's gym. And I know a lot of guys that hoop a lot. They actually don't like playing outside too much because
Yeah.
it goes from the games go from probably like 9 in the morning all the way up until maybe like 7 p.m. whatever. And you might have guys are getting heat stroke out there,
Yeah.
whatever. Got the concrete is tough on their knees and stuff like that. But I guess do they appreciate playing inside, or would they prefer playing outdoors, you think?
After the first 2 weeks we're outside, I did get a lot of requests, can we move it inside? Because I do tend to agree with you. A lot of people do like playing inside. It's our backboard is clear, so that can mess with people's depth perception because you look at the backboard and you're looking out into the trees. There's not a solid thing to look at.
Okay. Okay.
Again, the heat. We were lucky the weather we had the first 5 weeks was beautiful. It wasn't too hot, not too humid. It was great. So that was an issue last year. We had to one of the games, it was just too hot, so we had to move inside.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say most people playing wise, you'd enjoy to play inside, like just to play a game, but
Yeah.
just for the whole ambiance and just the view of the league,
Yeah.
it's so much better outside. It's
Yeah.
just what
Yeah.
all of us envisioned. We have lawn chairs out. People are bringing a 6-pack of beer. Some
Hey.
snacks, just hanging out, watching basketball. So that's where I think people come around to say, of course, like we'll have it outside. If you look at the shooting numbers this year, our shooting numbers are so much lower than last year because last year we had a lot of games inside, and this year we had a lot of games outside. And I believe
Okay.
that's why. Just
Okay.
because people aren't used to playing outside as much.
Not anymore. You don't even hardly see kids playing outside
Yeah,
anymore. Like, what I
yeah.
mean? So yeah, that's good, man. And I guess do you guys have any like does your league have any end of season awards or anything like that, like MVP, most defensive player, stuff like that?
So we have several. We have MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, most improved player of the year, We have a rookie of the year, this is going to be the most competitive it's ever going to be because we have a lot of like Markel. It's his first year. The
Oh,
Pink
okay,
Brothers, it's their
okay.
first year. Those the sales guys I named, it's their first year.
Oh
So
man.
there's a lot of competition for that. And then what we have is called the Greenhorn Player of the Year, which is
Oh,
somebody who never Greenhorn means like you're a beginner at something, you've never done it before.
okay,
But we do that for players that didn't play in high school. It was an
okay.
award to the players that didn't play in high school. Um, which I think it's a fun award. You get
That
a
is
lot
good.
who, you know, it's the people who don't play as much, but really won an award, and their reactions after they receive it they're over the moon. So,
Yeah, yeah.
and then lastly, we have Captain of the Year, which is that one's pretty heated. That's a close race too, but yeah, and then the All-Star game, we have obviously All-Stars, and then I'm gonna try and do a first team and second team this year for stuff. But I hope people don't get people don't think I'm like giving out too many awards.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, but
Yeah.
it's yeah, like oh, it's a participation trophy type
Yeah,
thing. But
yeah,
nah,
yeah,
it's I
exactly,
think it's
exactly.
dope though, man. I
Yeah,
think it's because like I said, no, these guys, you play in the men's league, whatever, and it's over and it's just over. Like, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like, you get a little, celebration about it, you know what I mean? And I
exactly.
like I said, the stats, I think that's just dope that y'all do all
Thank
that,
you.
whatever.
Because I got to give all credit to my girlfriend for that. She made the whole database and everything. She's a
Yeah.
genius. So
Wow. That's dope, man. So does it cost money to be in the league? And is it profitable to you, or is it just for the love, man? Like you just doing it for the love?
so it's $50. It was $50 this year, and I don't. I mean, this year, no, I haven't made money. It's just like the refs alone covered all of the money I received from players registering. That covered all the price. That just took out the refs, which that's great. But we also have photographers, videographers. We get food every week, which is now sponsored, which helps. The jerseys,
Yes,
the
I seen people with pieces of pizza, whatever, and I was like, oh, it's for. I'm assuming it's for the players. Yeah, I mean, it ain't for like.
well, no, everybody's welcome.
Oh, see, I
You should have
seen
grabbed
them
a
boxes.
slice.
I was like, I ain't about to do that. I ain't about
No,
to.
no, you should have grabbed a slice. It's for everybody. It's
All
for
right, well,
everybody.
yeah, next time I come, I'm gonna get a slice of something. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, definitely. And then the reporters and everything, and just some subscriptions we have like with just Caps Cut or um downloading certain softwares to help make the live stream run better. All sorts of things.
yeah,
So obviously there may need to be a change in price in the coming years, just because I don't there's been a lot out of pocket
yeah, yeah.
money wise, and help from parents, which is completely okay. I'm glad I get to help throw this, but in terms of not to be profitable, but just to keep the league
Maintain it.
yeah, maintaining it,
Yeah, yeah.
it's going to be a little bit of a upcharge next year, but I don't think anybody will really have a problem. If you look, I hate to call it the Nook, but we're cheaper than the Nook, and I think we provide a lot more. So
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I mean, and I was wondering that. See, I'm glad you just brought that up because I was just wondering, like, is there any like competition with them? But no, you guys are your own thing. But obviously, people appreciate y'all for what y'all provide and everything like that.
no,
So
and I'm sure I do call them out, but they deal with a lot more teams, a lot more people, which
yeah,
I hopefully am going to turn into. But I hope in terms of what they provide, I hope I do more. But they're doing a lot more than I'm doing right now, so I can't chop on them. They provide a great league. I love playing in it, but I think when it comes to the favorite league, I hope the BBAL is number one.
there you go. There you go. And I guess before we wrap it up or whatever, obviously I know you're going for your team, you know what I mean? You want your team to kind of prevail, but like who are like, what, and it might not even be based on record or whatever, but like what teams are the favorites to, if you name like two or three teams that are the favorites to kind of take it all this year.
So I'll give three.
Okay.
Yesterday, the team we played, the Cherry Pickers,
Yeah.
they're very solid, and they're deep. They have a
Okay.
lot of bench for them to work with. Great team, great players, great guards. I'd say their air, air only area where they may not be the best. They don't really have the best. They don't have a big really.
I
That's
thought
kind
that
of
one dude was a big, that tall guy. Like he's
yeah. Well, that's Devon. He doesn't. I'm saying in terms of like if you get a big guy,
Okay,
maybe
okay,
where their issue comes along. But they're, I'd say, again, top three favorites. They're a great team.
okay.
The other team's the Gremlins. They finished with the best record this year, number one seed. We're 5-0 at one point. They are just a great squad, and you can tell they played high school. A lot of them are high school teammates from back in the day, so you know, they're going to be a problem to face in the playoffs. Great team. Last, I'll say my brother Liam's team with the Bullies
The
and
bullies.
Markel.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean that when he's there, I don't think they've lost. Well, okay, they lost one game when he was there, but he's just nobody can really guard him. They got size, they got good guards, they got shooters, they got everything you really need on a team. So that's the third team I'd fear to play in the playoffs that I think have a good shot of winning it all.
that's good, man. That's dope. That's dope. And does this league have any like relegation? Yeah, I mean, like if you're like bottom of the barrel too many years in a row, it's like, nah, bro, you got to gotta get you out of here, stuff like that. Like,
I mean, in a way, with the draft process, we did have, you're getting number one picks. We're gonna try and help you out a bit here, but maybe next year, if we have a lot more teams, maybe there's a way to say, all right, your team, you can only be in the B division this year. You didn't
yeah,
do
yeah.
well in the A division. Um, but yeah, the Gremlins, funny enough, they were 5-2 this year, and they were 0-7 last year.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, they had a huge turnaround.
Wow, wow, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, yo, man, yo, Johnny, man, you're doing some good stuff, man. Like I said, I think it's dope what you got going on. I like I said, I'm from York, so I know some people have seen like some of these things, and I've been, yeah, I guess yeah, I guess that's one question I forgot to ask. Do you hear any like out because there's obviously like a outpouring of appreciation and love for the league, but do you guys hear any outside like criticism at all? Like, you know what I mean, like I come in that league and I bust you know what I mean, or anything, or
Almost
like,
every
oh,
day.
for real, for real.
I wouldn't say almost every day, but we get a lot of DMs where it's, you should put me in this league. None of these guys could hold me. I'd average 25 and 10, all that
Yeah,
stuff. And I love it. I mean, it's good.
yeah,
I'd love to have you in the show me. I'd
yeah,
love to see
sure,
you
yeah,
do it because, that'd be great for the league. It'd be very entertaining. So we do get that. It was more common when our video kind of blew up and we got a lot more DMs, just people seeing it and saying stuff. But
yeah.
um, every now and then, you get a text, put me in your league and I'll destroy anyone else in there. Stuff.
Oh my god, yeah,
But
yeah.
it's funny. I
It's
get a
yeah.
it's good. And I'm sure, at the end of the day, maybe they would. Who knows?
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, yo, the audience, man, if y'all watching, man, I need y'all to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I need y'all to, you can go. He has a website. I'm gonna put that in the description. You can check out all the stats. You can check out some videos. Where can we see like highlights and like the actual reports and stuff like that? Is that like on the YouTube channel? Do you guys have a YouTube channel and all that?
So our YouTube shows that it keeps the live stream of every game. We live stream all the games. We have announcers there announcing it. So you can watch the game the full way through that way, or on our Instagram, we have Clips Capture, great videographer, and Tier Vision. They help make highlight tapes for each game that we get. So again, whichever one, if you want to watch some film, go to the YouTube. If you want to watch, a little bit of a highlight tape, go to our Instagram. And then if you want to look at some burners, go to our Twitter. We got a lot of people just going undercover trying to say some random stuff. People want traded, they want out, when in reality they're talking about themselves in the third person. So
Dang, a lot of KDs in the league,
yeah,
huh? A lot of
lot of KDs.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's crazy. And yeah, I guess do you want people, I mean, before we go, I guess you did plug some of that type of stuff, but where can people find you on social media, man?
Just follow the BBAL. I don't have an Instagram.
Okay.
BBAL is the best way to show some support and love. And then head to our website, Besecker Basketball American League. It's a long URL, but we got some merch on there. If anybody wants some, just dropped some new one recently. So check it out. Check it out.
That's what's up, man. Yo, Johnny, man, I appreciate your time, man. I appreciate you coming on the show. And like I said, I'll be, next weekend. What time is some of that type of stuff going down next weekend?
So the All-Star night that starts at 6. The playing games will be at 7 and 8 on Saturday, and then on Sunday it'll be at 5, 6, 7, and 8.
5, 6, 7, 8. And when do you know if it's going to be moved inside to Emerald? And is it always at Emerald Foundation?
Yeah, it's always there.
Okay,
It's typically the day of, but I'll
okay.
make an announcement probably before noon, just when we kind of get everything in order and figure it out. But there's normally a good grasp the night before that we may be inside or outside. So
There we go, man. Yeah, man. I might, next season, I might fill out a
please
form,
do.
and I might,
Please do.
put myself in this league. I got some guys that might, commit to, and I guess like, because you're talking about how like, you might switch things up, whatever. Like, what can you come in as an individual, or would you have to come in with the whole team?
So you can go in with the full team. If you want to go in as an individual, there'd be a free agent team where it's just everybody who came in as an individual is put on a team.
Oh, okay.
So it could go that way.
Oh man, it might be weak.
You
like
may
we
be
might
playing,
be, or it might be good. Like, it might be.
Who
nice.
knows?
Like, oh shit.
So yeah, and then hey, don't wait till next year. We got wiffle ball in the fall. We're doing football in the winter. So
okay, yeah, I've seen the logo. You guys did have like a football or whatever. And I'm
yeah,
like, what? Like,
we did football last year. That was a lot of fun.
Flag football or like rough touch or what?
It was 2-hand touch,
okay,
and we had reps there to make sure that if you were touched rather than arguing night and day about
one hand. No, it was a one hand. Like,
yeah.
That's what's up, man. Yo, Johnny, I appreciate your time, man. And like I said, y'all follow him. Go onto the website, go onto the YouTube, and like I said, he's doing some dope things. Amateur, level, but he's elevating though. He's elevating every year, every week. And like I said, man, you putting on a good product, man. So I appreciate you, man. Appreciate your time, bro.
Thank you so much for having me on. It really does mean a lot. It was great having a great conversation. It was very, very fun, very nice to have. So thank you.
Yeah, man. So you welcome back on the show anytime, man. Maybe we get into some just general sports or just general topics, whatever. But like I said, I wanted to kind of focus on, what you got going on, because you got, like I said, it's dope, man. It's dope. So
thank you.
So yeah, if y'all still watching the episode, I need y'all to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And this is another episode of the 280 Plus podcast, y'all. We out. Peace.